passer le pouvoir à un anglophone. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'aventure? Ah, monsieur le président, un pauvre qui vote ou celui qui l'a rendu pauvre. Si on était bien au pays, est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Ah, monsieur le président, à l'Assemblée, il y a un vieux. Vraiment. Au Sénat, il y a un vieux. Wonderful. À la présidence, il y a un vieux. Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux. Des vieux, des vieux. Des jeunes prennent le chemin de la Libye pour devenir des esclaves. Des jeunes prennent la route du désert pour entrer en Europe.
Good day to the beautiful people of the Cameroons, the beautiful people of La Republique du Cameroun, a country in Africa that had its independence on the 1st of January 1960. And my warm greetings to the people of British Southern Cameroon, that country that had its independence on the 1st of October 1961. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alex Ndive Lee Singer. British Cameroon National Party is a political party that aims to stand for parliamentary and local election in British Southern Cameroon, Northwest and Southwest region and take the seat. We have triggered Article 65. We cannot continue to remain under France, where France will be controlling our money supply, interest rate, inflation, the manufacture of our money, they control our economy. We of British Cameroon National Party, an African party that we want to be independent from France, not just from La République. La République du Cameroun surrendered their independence to France in 1959 under Amadou Ahidjo. They asked France that France shall control their educational system at all levels. That's why you have ENAM, EMIA, ENS, lycées, all those things, they come from France. And they have annexed British Southern Cameroon. They don't want us to use our own liberal English institution. They don't want us to follow our British value. That is, British value is what? Democracy, rule of law, mutual respect, tolerance. In the Cameroons, they don't follow the rule of the law. So that's what we want, what individual liberty. Those are our values. Unlike La République du Cameroun, that they use bees, gendarme that was created in France in 1791 to kill Martinez Zogo, to torture students, to torture lawyers, to kill Wazizi. That's it. That's why we want independence. People should be free to speak their mind. They don't follow Article 65 of their Constitution of La République du Cameroun. Ladies and gentlemen, today I've come to ramble. I've come to give you the result of the election in La République du Cameroun. The election that's going to be on the 12th of, October, next month. I want to give you the result. And I want to tell you, use this means, there's something in mathematics, I'm sure most of us will have heard about it, they say probability. We know probability. But however, I must make this clear to my detractors that sometimes when we want to give results, people say, oh, you're negative. No, in Western democracy, we don't say you're negative. People say, oh, why are you pessimistic, expecting a bad result? Why are you skeptical? Ladies and gentlemen, we of British Cameroon National Party, we believe in Western democracy. We don't believe in those type of African things that they believe in hope. They pray that things might change. No, you look at practical things. In Western world, if you are sick or what, a doctor diagnoses, a doctor can tell you in Western world that, oh, you've got this amount of days or years to live. It's not being negative. But in Africa, when you are telling the truth, you analyze things to tell people in most African countries or individual, they think you're negative. If a doctor diagnoses you that you're sick, you have this amount of time to live, the doctor is not being negative. So when I'm telling you the result of Cameroon, what will happen on the 12th of October and who is going to win the election, I'm not being negative. I'm analyzing things. As I was saying, there's something they call in mathematics, they say probability, a branch of mathematics that qualifies the likelihood of an event or occurrence, something that can occur. That's probability. I'm sure most of us will have heard about probability in the Cameroons. So when you analyze it in the UK, when they have a general election starts early in the morning and it finishes at 10 o'clock. Immediately it finished 10 o'clock p.m., the BBC, Sky All News, they announce this man have won the election. Do you know why? Because they know they have that probability. They have been looked sample and facts. They know those things. So when I say people are wasting their time doing the same thing over and over again, but when you look at the probability, there's a similar thing which we have in law. I'm sure some of you have done legal research, a process of identifying and retrieving legal information to support a legal decision making. So when you do legal research, you can analyze things, take facts in the Cameroon since 1992, what have been happening. The modus operandi of CPDM chop people their money. You look at all those things, then you come out with a decision. I'm not going to be diving around the bush. Whether Mr. Biya cannot walk, he's sleeping on his bed, he's still going to win the election. We should stop lying to people. You don't pray for those things. You know the probability. For those of you who study mathematics, you know the likelihood, the outcome since 1992. And nothing has changed. Another thing, which country on planet Earth that they will stop people not to stand for presidential election? I don't know any Western country. Like they say, oh, Maurice Kamto should not stand on this. They don't restrict you in any, especially European country. If I, Maitre Mola Alexandre Velisinger, I say I want to be Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, nobody can stop me. I just need to stand for election, make my party. They won't say, oh, Alex must have this amount of councillors, or you must have this amount of, how do you call it, what are members of parliament. Those are rubbish. It doesn't happen in a democracy. I can go to America. I say I want to stand, be the next president of America. Maybe independent. They won't say I should go and collect signatures from CPD and people. They don't do that. It's only in French African countries where Alassane Ouattara will say, oh, they stop this person. In a democracy, you don't put rules and regulations to stop people financially. You don't. If I want to be a member of parliament, it's up to me. I can raise money if there's something to do. You have to allow variety of people under normal circumstances. 30 million people of the Cameroons, all those people who are presidential hopeful, none of them they qualify to stand. None of them, including Mr. Biya. Mr. Biya cannot run a country. What sort of a country that people will sit, all they do is to talk about election. Election. For more than 1 year, you're talking about election. Even if there's an election in the United Kingdom or America or most European countries, the government still works. People need basic necessity. Nobody is talking about electricity. Nobody is talking about water. The government governs even during election. But in Cameroon, they don't govern. They look at you people like Mugu. They look at you people like idiots. They have no respect for you people in the Cameroons. La Republique government doesn't respect you people. And you people sit there and look, you think you will go to the ballot and win. I was talking, again, that about probability. I'm basing my facts since 1992 to is it 2018. So I'm looking at that probability. You have to understand the fact in legal research. You have to create a plan. You have to start with secondary source. You look at primary source. You check the law. If it's still good, you do research. That's what I'm talking about. So if I come and say, Mr. Biya is going to win, Somebody say, why are you negative? No, you're not being negative. You're looking at the probability since 1992 to present. What have happened? The people who call themselves opposition, look at them. Bello Guba was in government not too long ago. He's calling himself opposition. Chiruma is a CPDM government. He just came out about 4 months ago. He's calling himself opposition. John Fundi under SDF joined CPDM. Mbandam was vice president of what? Of the National Assembly. That's a branch of the government. So all of them, the same people who are in government are calling themselves opposition. Instead of people spend time to see how we can reform the parliamentary system, the election or what, those are the things you should be fighting for. Everything that we have got in the Cameroon is not through the ballot box. From Boya University and other is through protests. Multipartism through protests. GCE board through protests. Major national dialogue through protests. Nothing have ever happened through the box. People want easy way. La Republique du Cameroun government pay people to stand against them. SDF used to do the same thing. They would pretend that Bandam is challenging Fundi. They know the result already. Political party, they do those things in Cameroon. They are not opposition. They don't know how to scrutinize people. They don't even know government policy to give alternative policy. Opposition is every day. Where is Mr. Biya? Why is Mr. Biya? Even if Mr. Biya is going for a private visit, the people have to know. Any policy that the government have to know, it has to give copy to an opposition. Opposition needs to be official. We have had since 1992. These people, they just rumble there. They go in bed with CPDM. They have contracts there from government. That's how they live their life. Then when things come, they pretend we are opposition. Ladies and gentlemen, most of you say there are more than 300 political parties in the Cameroon. Where are those parties? I don't see them. Where are the 300 parties? Because there is a game. People create parties for no reason. Those parties are irrelevant. I used to tell you, we can even have 1 million political parties. It doesn't make difference. Because when it comes, the CPDM government knows. If you look, all political parties in the Cameroon is private property. CPDM, CNU rebranded CPDM, used to be Aijo's private property. Now it's Paul Biya's private property. Bello Guba's party is his private property. Maurice Kamto's party is his private property. He left, he went to another party. Then Mukhtar said he's vice. Why should he be vice? He should take over the party. But they are keeping it for Maurice Kamto. You see, all the political parties in Cameroon are private property. You cannot join a political party in the Cameroon and say, I want to climb and be the leader one day. In the Western world, when you do politics, it's because you want to be a councillor. You want to be an MP. Maybe one day you want to be a minister. Maybe one day you want to be the prime minister. But in the Cameroon, all these defeatist people, all political parties, when you enter there, you cannot climb the ladder and be a chairman or president of the party. So the way you can only create your own party if you want to lead. We have British Cameroon National Party, which is the only opposition in the Cameroons, because we are the only one who challenge the policies of the government. Since I was born in the Cameroons, I've never had one single so-called opposition political party criticize that. How come that we don't have a central bank in Cameroon? How come that is France determine our interest rate in the Cameroons? How come that France determine our money supply, interest rate, devaluation? Nobody. People will sit from La Republique du Cameroun, then they will say boldly, oh, la France a choisi Bongo. So you people know it's France that is choosing your president, and you still pretend to go and vote. These are the things why British Cameroon National Party want an independent British Southern Cameroon, United Ethnicities of Africa. That is why we have nothing against La Republique du Cameroun. La Republique du Cameroun want to remain under France, still a colony. That is our problem. We of Southern Cameroon, we don't want to remain under France. They signed their cooperation agreement in 1959. They say France shall control their educational system at all levels. It's true, they are doing it. ENAM from France, ENS from France, IRIC from France, Lycée Bilingue from France, all those things, Gendarmerie from France. So we of British Cameroon, where are our own things that we got from Britain? France CFA from France. So make no mistake. The reason we don't want to be with La République du Cameroun is because they are using French inherited institution on British Southern Cameroon. We don't care about their election because it is normal. If you look at English-speaking African countries, whether it's from Zambia or Kenya, I'm not saying that Nigeria, Ghana, they do change president. If you look at French African country, it's about from father to son. Eyadema, the Mbongos, Papa Bonnet in Brazzaville, Congo, Kinshasa, all those French African countries, it's father to son, it's family affair. It's not like that in most English African countries. And that's why we cannot continue to be in any union with La République du Cameroun. We believe politics is alternative to war. We believe that we can use the legal means, Article 65 of the Constitution of La République du Cameroun, that says we, the people of Southern Cameroon, we have a right to self-determination. We believe there's nothing wrong with that. It's the law of a country. South Africa, it is a party using the same law, the right to self-determination. So the laws are there for people to follow. And British Cameroon National Party is a party of law and order. We follow the law. All the things that we have been doing from time immemorial, it's in accordance with the law. That's why we don't join people. It's not because we hate you. People want to be leaders. They go around kidnapping for ransom, attacking our people. Then when the things go, they change. Let's use peace, peace, peace. You did not know you have to use peace before. People always come, you destroy things. I've been fighting for the Anglophone interest all through my life. Then some of you will just come, you destroy it, make your money shouting on social media, without knowing the law, without knowing what's war crime, without knowing all those things. You cannot be a leader without knowing these things. And when Maitre Mola Alexis Nigga talk, you people always want to sideline me. It is normal to sideline leaders. Jesus Christ was sidelined. Martin Luther King was sidelined. Mandela was sidelined. Sabokwe was sidelined. Every good leader, they sideline them because people want quick fix. People want to make money. They are not fighting for the interest of the people. If you have interest, you have conviction, you should stand on one lane. You don't move. You don't shake. That's how you do it. But when I see people today, the next day they were army general, commander-in-chief killing people. Today they are changing their language. That person cannot be a leader. I will never follow those type of people. It's not a coincidence that I've never joined any political party in the Cameroon. I trust only myself. Ever since the reintroduction of multi-party in the Cameroons, ever since the reintroduction, there have been so many parties. I have never been a member of a party because when I look at their leaders, I get sense past that their leader. I cannot follow a dull person. There's no political party in Cameroon that I can join because you see the people, they don't have conviction. They make it as it goes. Before you join a political party, example, if I want to join CPDM, what does CPDM stand for? I will check if they have a manifesto. I will check if Kamto party. But all those parties, they have been existing without manifesto and you people just join like a sheep with no reason. Before Maitre Mola Alexis, I joined something, I want to know what they stand for. CPDM stands for corruption, stealing. That is why you have people like Desiree Engo behind bars. That's why Mr Biya put half of his minister, Mebengo, Titus Ezwa, Atangana Kuna, all those people. They are in prison or they were prison on Dong Dong, late Mendoze, all of them, because their modus operandi is corruption. Then all the other people who create political parties is to eat. I bet you, when we used to fight for multipartism, I did not see Bello Buba. I did not see Chiruma. I did not see Akaremuna campaigning for multipartism. But when we fight, they want to come and stand. I want to be this. That's the problem with them. In the Western world, people who fight for something, they lead. You see most of our politicians in the United Kingdom, they are activists. They go to the street, they demonstrate, they fight for what they want. They go to the street. You go when there's demonstration there in London, whether it's about Israel, environment, anything, you go and see the member of parliament, they demonstrate. But the members of parliament in the Cameroons, they only wait, let them pay their salary, they sit quiet. You will see a member of parliament in the Cameroons, when you belong to a party, you're begging your party that we don't have road. That's stupidity, that's dullness. When you belong to a party, like now, political party, they're having major conference. Every year they have conference to decide on policies. So now they're having conferences as I'm talking. All the political parties, December. Every year they meet members like myself. I can go, we talk, we meet ministers. If you're in the prime minister's party, you meet them. You decide on policies. One person doesn't come and say, I'm a leader of a party, and you start saying, I will do this, I will do that. No. If you have members, it's your members of your party that will decide on these things. Let's go back to probability, because I said I want to tell you who is going to win the election. And I want to use, when you say probability, it's not negativity. Sometimes we use malapropism when it comes to this English word. We use the wrong words for certain things. When somebody is talking about who is going to win, it's about probability. The person have done research. That's why we have opinion poll in the Western world. I know opinion poll doesn't work in La Republique du Cameroun because there's still election. So when you talk about probability, it's about experiment and trial and action with a particular outcome. E.g., I can toss a coin. When you toss a coin, there's a probability. You don't know which side will come, whether it's the horn or the side with the money. So you don't know. That's when tossing a coin or rolling a dice. When you roll a dice, what do you know the outcome? You can roll a dice. You are expecting what? A single possibility result. That's what's happening in Cameroon. Let me tell you why. When you roll a dice, you know this thing we play Ludo? When you turn it, you throw, what happened? The possibility of the outcome is simple. When you're playing Ludo with this dice, it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probability. When you have these dice, who play Ludo, you have number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. When you throw it, you know that what the number you can have is either 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6. You cannot have 7. So that's probability outcome. So we know it's like sampling something. The set of all possibility. If you look at all the sample, if I want to tell who is going to win the election, you look at sample, you start from where? In 1992, that's where you start from. Biya had what? 39%. Fundi had what? 35%. That's how you look. What will happen if somebody is going to win an election? 12 October again, 1997. Biya had 97%. Hogbe had 2%. That's, you're looking at the sample. That's thing. It's not about negativity. 11 October 2004, Biya had 70%. Fundi had 17%. It's not negativity. You're studying. If I'm doing legal research or you're looking at the probability who is going to win again. 9 October, 2011, Biya had 77%. Fundi had 10%. Then you look again, the probability again for what? 18 October 2018, the last presidential election. Biya had 70%, Moise Kamto had 14%. Okay, let all the opposition come together. You join all the opposition, Biya still defeat them. So this thing that you people stand, opposition, they should choose a single candidate. It doesn't matter. Choose a single candidate, Mr. Biya will still win. So stop wasting people's time. Some of these so-called opposition leaders or hopeful, some of them are being paid by the government. I said this long ago. I even heard Gaga Hama is saying the same thing. They call them in French animateurs. They are being paid to show the international community that, oh, there was opposition, the campaign. They go around like this. You know, Lynn Cartervan, what you call it from the presidency. Their names were there, all of them. Stolen money. So they pretend. Then what will happen after October 12th? They will announce Mr. Biya have won. Then they will go again, constitutional committee. They go and pretend. Then everything cools down again. Then we start staying again in Poto, no light, no water. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, British Cameroon National Party is the party for all British Southern Cameroonians. The people of La Republique, you can join the party if you accept my value that want equal status. French institution in La République du Cameroun, English institution in British Southern Cameroon. Anybody can join the party, but my interest, my focus, as you see people like Bello Buba, Chiruma, their focus is in the north. My focus is in the two regions, northwest and southwest region of the Cameroon. And again, I must make this clear. When I come and say I'm fighting for the people of northwest and southwest, our policy is when we have our institution, we have our parliamentary system, all the tribes will be autonomous. The ethnicities, they will become regions. So nobody will say, Southwest want to dominate, Bayangi want to dominate, Banso want to dominate, Bali want to dominate. All the tribes will be autonomous. The tribes, they have different customs and tradition. We must respect that. There's not to abolish Northwest and Southwest. We can have so many regions, but each tribe must be a region so that no one tribe can trample another person. That's the only way you can bring equality. That's the only way you can protect minority ethnicities. That's the only way. If you put somebody like Northwest region, I can say Mankom Bamenda is cheating. Compare Mankom Bamenda with whom? Nkambe, Batibo, Mbengwi, all those other Pankambe. Compare. Mankom people in Bamenda, they are cheating the other part of Northwest. You could go again to Southwest, I can say the same thing. You look at maybe Fako, you look at Kumba, you look at other places. I can say some people are cheating, maybe people in Mundemba or people in Manu. So you need all these ethnicity to be regions so that we'll focus our resources to those regions. If you make sure that you have money, people from Manu, you give their own budget, their local council will decide on how to build their place. If you say Southwest, when the money comes, it will end always to some small towns. So that is why British Cameroon National Party is calling for ethno-cultural democracy. After we start using our own English institution, nobody is joining somebody. If we have our parliament, we need a parliamentary system that everybody will come from all the nooks and crannies of British Southern Cameroon to come and debate. Parliament is there to debate about education, our policing, our housing, about environment, about transport, about judiciary, about police. So nobody is taking this, Southwest want to annex this or vice versa. That's not it. It is a CPDM plot. I'm not a Southwesterner. There is 9 regions in England and they are English. There is Southwest region in England. There is Northwest region in England, but they don't say I am a Northwesterner. And when you say I'm a Northwesterner, I'm Mugu, it means you talk say I be administrative unit. You can never be an administrative unit. You can be a manual person, somebody from Banso, Bali, Nyonga, Bakwere. You can be that, or you can come from a country. Like we are from British Cameroon National Party. Congratulations. We wish Mr. Biya good luck for the election for La République du Cameroun. Any man do the right book, the fight for position, write book about Mr. Biya. None of them, they don't even know Mr. Biya. They have never met Mr. Biya, most of them, but they are writing book. Nalova Leonga, that you they say Fako na CPDM. Be careful. I come out for Fako. Respect my right. Nalova Leonga. I don't even know you. I've never heard about you in my life when I was growing up in Boya. Look, you is one man, one vote. Stop saying that Fako na for CPDM. Fako is not the CPDM. We don't have block voting in the Cameroons. Nalova. Nalova. You have your one vote. Take your one vote and go and vote your CPDM. Stop saying that Fako na CPDM. Fako is not CPDM. Fako, we, the people of British Southern Cameroon, will take back control. Provided you people, as you rig election, you run with ballot box. You keep on doing that. And the people cannot travel from Mutengele to Boya. It takes 4 hours. You people see the one road. They destroy our airport. Wadawum, marketing board, Tico International Airport. You people sit there, you're only greedy. I pray that God should give you people long life. So one day you will see the changes that will bring in our dear nation. So once more, ladies and gentlemen, this has been a party political broadcast by myself, Maitre Mola Alec Singer, the leader of British Cameroon National Party. Ciao.
Est-ce qu'on allait prendre la route de l'étranger? Le président à l'Assemblée, il y a un vieux. Vraiment. Au Sénat, il y a un vieux. Wonderful. À la présidence, il y a un vieux. Dans tout le gouvernement, il n'y a que des vieux. Des vieux, des vieux. Des jeunes prennent le chemin de la Libye pour devenir des esclavos. David.